How can we make a smoothie that will not make us gassy or bloated? Why we get gassy and bloated in the first place? The reason number one, when we put fat or protein-rich foods in a smoothie together with sweet fruit, that whole concoction goes in our belly, and then body has to hold fat in the stomach for a long time in order to digest it. With protein, the same thing. Stomach holds it for a long time to produce the digestive juices and send them there, and for juices to react with protein. It requires lots of time, several hours. And fruit, because it was consumed together with fat or protein, has to also stay in the stomach, and it inevitably ferments there, producing gas and expanding your belly, making your belly big and pregnant-like looking. Reason number two, when we put vegetables, harder to digest vegetables like carrots or beets or broccoli, something harder to digest. Maybe for you it might even be kale, although some people can handle it and digest quickly. If your digestion is weak and compromised, it might even be hard to digest kale. If we put these vegetables together with fruit, our body will keep it in our stomach for a longer time, maybe up to 2 hours. So fruit will stay a little bit longer than it should, because usually it's half an hour to maybe an hour for fruit. So if it stays for a long time, you might still get a little bit of gas and bloating, especially with root vegetables. They might digest for a long time. And reason number three, if we ate a heavier meal and it's not digested all the way, so it didn't leave our stomach, a fruit will come on top of this undigested meal, and again will stay for a longer time than it should in the stomach, and that will also create gas and bloating as a result. The reason number four, protein powders are very hard to digest for most people, really. I don't know how some people can't notice that. Maybe if they eat like really heavy meals usually, but maybe you can digest protein powder, but if you put it together with fruit, again, the fermentation is inevitable because protein powder needs a lot of time in the stomach to digest. Just experiment to keep your protein powder at least away from your fruit smoothie and see if it helps. The reason number five, bananas mixed with acidic fruit. Because bananas still have starches in them, even ripe bananas. Maybe super ripe bananas might have very little, but usually it's a decent amount of starch in there. The starch needs alkaline environment to be digested. And if we eat some acidic fruit together with these bananas, starchy bananas, then they cannot be digested as good. And you might get just discomfort. The reason number six, unripe fruit, is probably one of the, like a second hugest reason why people get bloated and don't feel good after a fruit smoothie, is because the fruit is simply unripe. Bananas should be yellow and dotty with black little dots, and any kind of fruit like apples should be sweet and quite soft. They shouldn't be hard and the Granny Smith type. I mean, it's just unripe. I don't know. Usually many times in the store they sell hard and sour apples, and pears should be soft and sweet. Any kind of fruit should be sweet. Kiwis, if they're too hard and too sour, they're unripe. and they might hurt your teeth. And unripe bananas for sure can give you gas and indigestion because they're so hard to digest that starch is like resistant starch, which is really hard to digest. And the reason number 7, if we eat too fast, especially when we're nervous or something going on, then we might chug down the smoothie or fruit too fast, and our body will not have time to recognize what the food it is, what kind of digestive juices it needs to produce. We might even gulp some air in when we're gulping the smoothie down, and it's much harder to digest for the body. So if you're sensitive, you might get gas and bloating just by eating your smoothie too fast. So what we like to do, we like to chop some fruit on the top of the smoothie and then eat it with a spoon and mindfully. And you can take a deep breath before your meal, relax and really enjoy, savor every bite. So if you keep fat, protein, veggies away from your smoothie, and you keep bananas away from acidic fruit, if you eat your smoothie on an empty stomach, the best thing is in the morning. If you avoid protein powders, completely is the best. And if you eat slowly and mindfully, you should be fine after your smoothie. If you still have some kind of issues, please feel free to ask your question, put your story below in the comments below, and we will look at that. So how do you actually make that smoothie? For example, if you have bananas and you have mangoes and maybe some spinach, you just blend this together. And it's really nice to even add some ginger in there. If your digestion is weak, it's gonna be helpful. Or if you have oranges, parsley, and apples, that's also a really nice combination, and you can blend it. Just watch out for the seeds in oranges. You need to clean them out. If you want to know more details on how to create bloat-free smoothie, you can read the article. The link is in the description below. And in that article, I even made a little chart for you to make it really easy and simple to create your perfect smoothie, which will digest just fine. I hope you'll enjoy your smoothie and enjoy your day. Thank you for watching.